Good evening, teacher. This is Leandro. Today in this video, I'm going to explain the ethnography of communication and its role in discourse analysis. So let's begin. The ethnography of communication deals with the understanding of how language works within society or cultural context. I mean that culture has a big impact on the language and the language can demonstrate or express the culture. The ethnography of communication goes beyond grammar and vocabulary to uncover norms, behaviors, and meaning of a specific community. With this explanation, we can understand that when we start studying a language, we should not only focus on grammar or vocabulary. We also need to learn the culture of that language in order to avoid misunderstandings in the future. This is the key point of this approach. In discourse analysis, this approach gives us as teachers the speaking model to analyze any speech event. The speaking model is an excellent tool to develop a good discourse analysis. The main objective of this framework is to comprehend how to act appropriately in a specific speech event. For example, in a classroom, a job interview, or in a friend meeting, depending on the culture you're in. With the ethnography of communication, we can learn that why behavior is accepted or normal in a culture, for example, in Mexico, and why that same behavior may not be accepted in South Korea, for example. The reason is because these two cultures are different. Moreover, the language changes depending on the context and the culture. For instance, in a classroom, the language is formal and academic. In a job interview, the language is very formal, but in a friend meeting, the language is informal. So, language, culture, and context are key elements to take into account in the ethnography of communication when developing a good discourse analysis. Also, it's very important to remember that culture and language are interconnected. Why is it important in the educational field? Because when a teacher is aware of the student's background, the teacher can maintain a good rapport because he will be able to avoid misunderstandings, okay? Also, a teacher can improve their practice by creating or assigning good activities and significant tasks that connect the language and the culture. When a teacher does this, the teacher is creating an inclusive environment where all students from different cultures feel confident and involved in the class. This is my personal contribution as a conclusion. This approach, the ethnography of communication, helps teachers and any investigator to find out hidden intentions, behaviors, norms, and role behind words in order to understand the use of language in that specific cultural context by the use of the speaking model. That's all. Thank you. Goodbye.